Hello everyone, Fuzzfinger here. Welcome to a brand new walkthrough. We are going for the HD remaster of Final Fantasy X. Both games are available, but I thought it'd be best if we start with the original first, of course. So this game has just turned up today in the post. I've been excited for this one for quite a while now. And without any further ado, let's get going. See what happens. Oh, Final Fantasy X. It's been a long time since I played this last. Played it through when it first came out. And that was it, actually. Not played it since. But don't worry, I've prepared for this walkthrough. So we should be doing everything and anything. So if you're following along, we will be getting all the optional side stuff done. And any tricks and whatnot, I will be passing on to you as well. Got a little bit of a loading here. There's no option to install this game. But hopefully once we've started, there won't actually be any need to either. Final Fantasy X project, so we're back in the original game now. And we get another loading screen. So we had like a 5-minute loading screen for that little logo. But it's an important logo, so I'm not going to criticise it. Ah, here we go. Yeah, we'll be doing commentary. I know the music has been remastered, but you can listen to the soundtrack all over YouTube. So that's not what this video series is going to be about. The music's awesome and all that, but if you want to just listen to the music, then there's plenty of videos already for that. So I will be talking over it. We'll skip past that anyway. And data transfer we don't need to do, so load. We don't even need to do load because there is no saved data. I am beginning this for the first time from the start. Now we get to choose our sphere grid and everything. The expert sphere grid was not in the original North American release, but to be honest, I prefer the standard sphere grid anyway. It is a little bit confusing, the expert one, because you have to sort of choose your own progression paths, which is great if you want the extra freedom. But I personally recommend the standard one, and you can get higher stats as well with the standard one. You do miss a few spheres on the expert. So yeah, we'll be doing this. Is this the one we want? Yes, it is. There are a few extra spheres you get with the international version which are included here, but they are already included in the standard sphere grid anyway. See the blitz ball? Oh yeah, this is the actual start of the game, so we can't be skipping this. Yeah, you can definitely see a big improvement with the models, the character models. It's obviously not looking quite the same as, say, Final Fantasy 13. But then, this isn't a remake, it's a remaster.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Final Fantasy X. And if you've never played Final Fantasy X before, I will warn you, the one downside to this game is the voice acting is a little dodgy. And that's because I reckon it is the first Final Fantasy game with voice acting, so you have to cut it some slack. But it is the one thing I've always criticised about this game. Welcome to Zanarkand. So everybody's happy to see us. That little bit at the start of the introduction hasn't actually happened yet. But can we open the menu yet? No, we can't. We're just sort of walking around. Chat to people.
No problem.
Yep, I'm just going to keep the default names. That's how imaginative I am.
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy.
So we're fully named. Tidus here. Tidus as I used to call him, but in the voice acting they say Tidus, so that's what I'll stick to.
Are you gonna show us that shot tonight?
I don't know. Maybe.
You should do it for us.
Okay, but there's another set of autograph hunters.
I've been a big fan of yours from the very beginning.
I won't let you down.
Thanks!
So, do these want their balls signed as well? That just sounds so wrong, doesn't it? Well,
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Good luck tonight!
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
Ace block in the front row! Fifth from the right!
Got it.
yeah, not only is the voice acting not completely up to par, but the lip sync is completely bogus, it really is.
Gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3... Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after!
Maybe tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
Right, so now once you've signed all of the autographs, the game will automatically progress. And we get another little cutscene. And we're going to learn about somebody important here, or rather we're going to be introduced to somebody important.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jacked, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East.
Okay, so we interrupted the commentator a bit there, but That's the way of life, isn't it, really?
Make way, make way! Coming through, sorry. Hey, I'm gonna be late. Hey, let go of me.
Right, we can't head back, but there was a woman, I didn't think it was in that last screen, but it was. She's wearing a pink top and yellow trousers, and if you speak to her about 3 times, maybe I did speak to her only once, then you'll get some potions. 2 potions to be precise. Now we get the proper opening cinematic, the one we've been waiting for. Okay, well now we've just been introduced to Sin, and Sin has attacked. So we'd say that Tidus jumped out of the water in his Blitzball game at perhaps just the right time then. And now we will be introduced for the first time to the mini-map. Quite a useful little thing in Final Fantasy X. Still got no access to the menu, but...
Orin! What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
Right, so a red square on the mini-map will signify a objective we need to reach, or a red triangle will signify sort of like a sub-objective, then it will move somewhere else. We're about to get thrust into battle, but not until we get a weapon. And we've got Auron in our group now, in our party, who I always see as Final Fantasy VII Vincent type character.
Huh?
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
Little bit of a weird situation there where time seemed to freeze.
What the?
Tidus looking totally useless at the moment.
Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
Look. We called it sin.
Sin?
Take it. A gift from Jekt.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it.
Right then, so here is our first battle.
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
And at the moment we've only got attack or item. We could hit the right directional button where we can select our weapon and armour, and then later on when it becomes available we can escape. But for now, we just want to stick to attack. As Auron says, that's all we need to do. And Final Fantasy X uses a turn-based battle system, which I've got to say was always one of my favourite battle systems in the Final Fantasy games. So we can just sit here all day and nothing's going to happen. If you look at the right hand side, you can see that there's like a little graphic of whose turn it is next. So it's currently Tidus, then it'll be Monster C, then it'll be Auron and Tidus again before Monster C again. So different attacks will take different amount of times, but for now that's all we really need to know about that. And it looks like we're going to have to cut through a few more enemies here.
After all of them, cut the ones that matter and run.
Oh, Auron's taking a bit of damage there. These are actually attacking back now. Ah, we've got the skill. So we could do Power Break, which lowers an enemy's strength. Although it does cost 8 mana. But we've got 33 on Auron. So we don't need to attack the ones behind us. 556 damage. This is why we like Auron. I'm not going to use it again, there's just no need, but it's nice to see it. If you do decide to attack the monsters that were standing behind you, then they'll just be replaced by more monsters, so really don't bother. And there's no rewards for those battles. Right, so we've actually got a boss battle now against the Sin Spawn a Mez or something it's called. But we get to use Auron's overdrive.
Some can't wait to die.
So we get a tiny little tutorial here just to tell us about them. We need to hit the left directional button to activate that. We can see the Bushido, Dragon Fang, and that will target all enemies, and then we're going to have to input a section of commands in order to pull it off. Down, left, up, right, R1, R1, da da da. Got some overkill going on there. And now we can go back to standard attacks. We might get to see Tidus overdrive as well. His bar, that's the yellow bar by the way, underneath their hit points and MP. Right then, so we do get to see his spiral cut ability. This boss has got 2,400 hit points. I wasn't paying attention then. But we get 700 damage off. We could go for a bit of a skill break now. Power break even. That will lower the enemy's strength. I guess this thing is just like a tentacle of sin, isn't it, that's burst to the ground. And it's mainly doing gravity attacks anyway, so perhaps we could just stick to physical attacks without having to worry about healing too much. Okay, we can't see how much health the enemy has got, but we can do later with enemies, which is good. And this thing will be going down soon. Look, we've already killed most of the tentacles. You absolutely do not need to use potions in this fight once you've killed the little minions, because Demi can only reduce your health down, I think, to 3 actually. So it really is a tutorial fight, there's no way to be killed. Well, I say that, I guess if you leave the minions alive. Actually, no, you can't do that because you have to use Auron's Overdrive, don't you, which kills them anyway. Still can't access the menu. And we're not going that way. I did just see a save sphere, I think. So we'll go and save now. Save, yes please. The other good thing about using a save sphere in this game is that it does fully restore your hit points and MP as well.
What are you laughing at, old man? Auron, let's get out of here!
We're expected.
Huh? Give me a break, man!
So we've got more enemy encounters, and by the looks of this, a lot more enemy encounters. Once again, we will be covered in by the front and behind. So we'll start by killing the front ones, although you'll notice that once we've killed these, they will even be replaced at the front as well as behind. Doesn't matter, it's all we can do. I'm guessing if the wings start to flicker, that's the one we want to kill. Come on. Oh, for some reason I can't target the ones down there. That's quite annoying, but not to worry. Once we've killed a few, Auron will step into the situation and have another idea.
This could be bad. That! Knock it down!
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
So now we need to target the tanker only. Sadly that wasn't enough to destroy it, so going to get a couple of attacks in there. Just make sure you keep an eye on your character's hit points. The anchor line that we're hitting here has 1,000, by the way. So it's going to take a couple of hits. But it looks like we've got it done now.
Go. sure. This is it. This is your story. It all begins here.
Oh, the cutscenes in this game are beautiful, aren't they? But we're going to find ourselves in a bit of an awkward situation here.
Hey!
My old man?
Right, we're swimming in the air. So, all we can do is hold the circle button down, which will send us down, in fact. We're looking for this platform over here with ore on. Is that ore on? No, it's not. I don't think. I don't know, actually.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore. Anybody there? Aaron! Hey!
Right then. So, we are in the submerged ruins, and for the first time now we can actually activate our menu, our HD Remastered menu to be precise. Is there anything from the subtitles? Do I want to turn the subtitles off? Now, I'll leave them on for the benefit of my YouTubers who might have trouble hearing the voices. I probably would turn them off if I was playing without recording, but we'll leave that on for now. Cursor we'll leave on default, although I might change that later. We could change the Aeon summon length time thingy to short, which we probably almost certainly will do later as well. Everything else, why is vibration off? Guess we can put that on. It's for my own benefit, but the sphere grid isn't yet available, and as you can see, we don't yet have a whole lot to do anyway, so we'll leave that for now. But yeah, the menu is there. And we can swim. As you can see, we've got the red triangle on the map once again. There's a couple of items we can collect in this area. The first is a little bit to the east. And we can see those steps there. I'm just going to run up those. Oh, no, we're not. Because we're not going east. Right, these are the steps I was talking about. And there's our treasure chest. 200 gil. And if we head over to the west here, we'll be able to pick up another treasure chest. Again, up some steps. Oh no, it's not a treasure chest, this. This is the Al Bhed primer thing. But it's not going to be of any use to us because we haven't used it in a previous save. So we're going to ignore that for now. Basically, when you replay the game, if you replay the game, that's when you'll want to be using that item. So we're just going to head up north now. So that first 200 gil is the only thing we can actually collect at the moment in this section. There should be a save sphere up here, but maybe we'll get a little cutscene first. Who knows? Ah, no, there we go. I'll tell you what then, folks, I think we'll finish off here. We've got a nice opening 30-minute episode. Hopefully that's whet your appetite to keep checking back for future releases. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And we're going to be going, as I said at the start, for the full walkthrough, the full works in this game. So hopefully you'll play along with me if you've got the game, and if not, then just sit back and relax and enjoy. I've been your host, Fuzzfinger, and I'll see you next time for more Final Fantasy X. Bye for now, guys. Actually, guys, just a little add-on for you before we do finish this episode. If we just nip on down, there was one thing that I missed. So, for the benefit of those who are following along, we will just grab that. Hopefully, some people are still watching that this might be useful for. Below the L bed sphere thing, there should be a treasure chest. Ah, right, it's on the next level. Makes sense. So there's a bit of a dark patch on the map, which I thought it meant it was going to be in the water. So apologies for missing that. But there we have it. So now I will see you next time.